Hope everybody's excited. Just getting the last few things set up. It's been a while since I streamed. There it is. Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? So, you've probably heard the good news if you're here. It's me, that's right. It's me, that YouTube partner guy. Oh my god. It's him, I am him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy about it. And, well, we're just kind of gonna have a great time today. It's just a celebration stream, because this is also kind of combining with my birthday. Since my birthday happened, since the last time we streamed, it was about a week ago. But I've been super not on top of streaming lately. So it just kind of is doing its whole shtick. Woohoo! That's right. So... let's see, I think I was going to use... Yeah, this is the one I was going to use. So, obviously I tweeted. Follow me at Joltte on Twitter, by the way, if you want to know more updates, because my YouTube streams have been, I'm going to say irregular. I'm going to be doing them more often now, though, but they've been doing alright. I do have a birthday, yeah. It's August 9th. It's in fact the day that they... it's a massive day of tragedy, technically. And then also the day I was born. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of be doing all kinds of stuff today. Mostly just looking back on my own channel, reviewing stuff. We're gonna be voting on new emotes, because I have 4 emote slots, and I want to know what y'all want to spam and or use. And yeah. I don't know, I didn't really have a segue or really an in-depth plan. I just kind of am here doing things, celebrating. I'm just in a great mood. I even have little chippies. So you could hear that. But, yeah. So I guess what to do first. Actually, I just realized this monitor does not show my cursor. Okay, there it goes. In case I need to point at something. How dare I be a YouTube? I know! Unbelievable of me, isn't that right? But I don't know, what should we do first? I mean, we could do some of the emote voting right now. It's not a bad idea. Because I don't really have a reason to wait, although again, we could just start the review immediately. And let's just, you know what, actually, let's do that. Let's just start talking about how I've been doing stuff and how everything is. Oh, the crunch. Yep. So, I've obviously been around a long time. And I've not always been active the entire time. Because I think I mentioned it in one of my update videos a while back. My YouTube channel was more of like a stream of consciousness, where I was like, if I felt like doing something, I did it. But other than that, I never really did anything with it until, I'll just say January of this year, when I started VTubing. I started doing like some stuff on it, but then, yeah, which is about here. And I did this, and then we had my debut, which is when I started really going ham on uploading and streaming and all this stuff. Before that, it's so hit or miss. I mean, you can see my old video that I uploaded, and unfortunately, this is not actually the very first video I ever uploaded to YouTube. Because in 2012, I did a purge. Because I had been uploading since like 2008, where I was just like doing whatever was fun at the time. So like I think I did one of the like song lip syncs. Thank God that's not around anymore. But I also did, I think, a Pokemon Blue Let's Play using my GameCube and a VHS recorder. But like, so I did like occasional things here and there. I think I did a skit or something at one point. But they're all gone. They're just gone. Because 2012 me decided, I'm out of high school now. You know what I need? A fresh start. And what would you want to do with your fresh start? Make a new YouTube channel? Nah. Instead, just delete everything on your current channel and call it new. So I did that, and unfortunately, all of those baby Joltte videos are lost to time. But yeah, so we have my OG. I started playing StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty I think Heart of the Swarm was about to come out, and I was like, oh, I should play through the original as like a primer. It'll be fun. Excuse me. It'll be fun. It'll remind me what's going on. It was fun. I just didn't feel the need to continue, and then I did a couple of other Let's Plays. These are actually, I believe, so I think this was around the time of like Game Grumps blowing up. We were like, okay, well, let's grab a duo thing. So I grabbed one of my friends. We came up with like CD RAR, and then like we did a bunch of playthroughs and stuff. Honestly, they're not bad. Like looking at them, they're actually not that bad. Thinking back, I mean, we can watch some at some point later today. But I'm just doing a quick overview. And then I had my Yu-Gi-Oh phase because we originally had a YouTube channel actually called Team United Heroes. Team United Heroes. Yeah, this was our channel. And this was like our entire card shop. We just like grouped together. It was run by me and Hunter. And I mean, we all just kind of like ended up separating, going our separate ways, whatever. I didn't have the password, so I was like, okay, well, we'll just start doing YouTube's Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on the main channel. And so I did, and they actually went pretty well. Then I watched Ruby. Not a fan. It's okay, it's mediocre. I hear it gets better, but like, I don't have to sit through slog for that. Did the summer game, I did some Overwatch stuff, con vlogs was like a very big thing I did. This one is like an offshoot where I just like took a bunch of cosplay photos, but they were actually videos where I asked them to dab. Listen, it was a thing of the time, okay? And then so me and one of my other friends, Ski, she's still around. She's in our Drip podcast that we do. Me and her, we just got together and did a big gaming session. We did like some Smash, some Mario Kart. I think we did Bayonetta as well. Although I never uploaded those ones, I don't think. I don't remember if there was something with the audio or what. But then I intentionally was just like, oh dude, let me make the most fucking clickbaitiest thumbnails ever. I literally just did Peach, Daisy, Arrow, Sensor Bar. And like, it fucking worked, and I hate it. I hate that it worked. It's literally, we're just playing Mario Kart. That's it. That is literally the entire video, but like, because I used this thumbnail, it just worked. I'm still mad about that to this day. Then one of my first like actually successful videos was the of edited videos, I mean, was actually this top 6. And I still don't know why this got like a few thousand views. This is not even close to a world record or good time. Bunch of speed paints. It was my art phase, gaming, streaming stuff. And then this was the My Hero Academia blow up. This is where I actually got most of my subscribers. If you're watching me now, odds are, if you're seeing me in your feed, it's probably because you subscribed to me back when I did these. Because they were just funny. I kind of created the Ashido Mina meme. I think there's a Reddit now too, like Church of Mina Ashido. Anyway, that was me. It started as a joke, and then like, it's just great. Soul Kara cancel, and then this was the beginning of the current era, I would say, which is the VTuber era. VTuber / storytime creator, whatever you want to call it, era. I still think this update video is actually a lot funnier than it has any right being. I did some fun drawings. I actually kind of miss these like storytime, like art drawing versions of like reviews and stuff. I think that was actually great, and I kind of wish that. This is not in the right place. I don't know why it says a year ago. This was like, I think like here. I don't know. YouTube does weird stuff sometimes from unlisted videos. Yep, reviews. This was the pilots for our Drip podcast that is currently still going. Up on our Drip channel. If you haven't seen that, I'm not sure if I should probably feature that on my channel. Either way, that's good. I did a couple other videos. This one's one of my favorites, drawing 1,000 Pokemon in 1,000 minutes. I had 1 minute each to draw every Pokemon. It took me forever because there's so damn many. Then my VTuber debut, some meme videos. This, I think, is still one of the best videos I've ever made. It's the Beating Monster Hunter Rise Villageless. I think it's actually amazing. And then I wanted to try commentary stuff. Part of me wants to bring this stuff back, but I'm not sure if I would want that on the main channel. Would you guys be interested in watching that on the main channel, or would you rather I keep it on like a separate thing, like a Joltte like commentary channel or something? I don't know, because I found like a relatively happy medium where it's just we watch like high spectacle matches and like something similar to that. But I don't know. This was very fun. You just find like an interesting match that happened on the tower, and you just commentate. Helped me get better at it too, I think. Then I did the iconic fighting game matches, which were really fun, but I don't think I'm going to continue, I'm going to be honest. Because a lot of this is me like kind of just pointing out like the series I've tried and the ones I don't really like or didn't really feel out. Because the biggest part is that like I want them to like feel good or fun to make. Because if they're not, I just won't do them because I hate editing. And then that's the plan. The jury guides, the guides that I made, I'm very proud of them. But they are way too much work. That is like an annoying amount of work that I'm not sure I can do it beyond the characters I enjoy, which is like Jury, Luke, Geef, maybe Manon and Marissa, and like that's probably it. Like I'm not sure I can do more than that. Obviously, cool new characters and stuff; those are always fun. The Wife Tier List was a very fun series. We kind of ran out of stuff to do because we were doing the Wife Reacts to Everything stuff. The Supercut, this is our entire story mode playthrough. I got somebody to edit that for me, thank God. It's very big, but it's very, very fun. I think the World Tour mode was very, very fun in the game. And then, obviously, onto the big stuff, the live streams, because I actually did quite a lot of them. Because this was my main focus for a long time. I'm kind of moving back into making videos as well. But yeah, it's all the streams, originally just starting out stuff, trying to learn Gold Lewis. Realized that he's just really annoying and I don't really want to deal with it too bad. Learning a new art program, that's always fun. Oh yeah, dude, honestly, the making of VTuber from scratch streams were actually really fun. I might do those again. At some point, we'll see. I don't know, it's a lot of work and I actually have to pay monthly to have access to Live 2D, so we'll see how that works out. The Monster Hunter Rise challenge, of course. Hitman was very fun, but it kept crashing. I'm not sure if it's fixed. If it is, maybe we'll try again. The watch parties are some of my favorites. We played StarCraft in 2023. That was actually a lot of fun. Game holds up better than I thought. Obviously, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. But, oh yeah, this is the last one of the making of VTuber. Yep. And then, the Monster Hunter World Series. I don't think we actually finished the game, now that I think about it. Probably should finish the game. Yeah, I was getting back onto Soul, doing some Soul stuff. Now, these are the series that I mainly wanted to bring up and say, hey, if you love those series, I'm sorry, I'm just going to do normal laddering, which is the, like, Road to Master, Road to Celestial. I just don't have fun when I'm adding extra pressure. Because, like, I'm interested in learning and getting better, but not when there's, like, a pressure involved, or, like, a time limit, or it's like, oh, I have to improve in this stream type of a thing. So, like, I'm just going to ladder like a regular human, and I'll get there when I get there, alright? It's too much pressure, and it just makes it less fun for me. Especially when the fighting games that I'm trying to ladder don't fucking work. Because I'm like, one thing that does actually tell me, like, you can beat me 100 times in a row, and I won't be too mad about it. But if I literally cannot get games for no reason, and I'm just sitting there for, like, 30 minutes menuing, I will tilt. I will get so mad. Trying Exeter. Exeter was really fun. I'm not sure if I'll stick with Dizzy. I might go back to Eno or something. Who knows? If I even go back to Exeter. Street Fighter 6. Oh, dude, this shit was so good. The blindfolded stuff was actually kind of good. It was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I want to do it again. We'll find out. And then obviously game coming out, Asuka, more wife tier lists. These were the big pop-offs. This is the biggest one, which is the Guilty Gear Strive themes. That's its own sub-community, so that works great. And then, yeah, and then I've been relatively inconsistent since then. Street Fighter, we had Evo. There's just so much stuff just happening that I got a little bit overwhelmed as far as live streaming. And I was trying to work more on the video end of things, as you can see. I think there's a balance to be met. I just have to find it. But yeah, so like this Golden Masters series, well, despite having, I think, good thumbnails, I'm just not interested in continuing. Also, number one, I also don't play Zangief, or I don't play Jury anymore. I play Zangief. So it would also be have to be a reboot of it anyway, but I can't handle the pressure. It just makes me not have fun. I'll just learn at my own pace and do my own thing. Because I'm a very fast learner to a certain point, and then it's just slow and continuous. But it's not continuous when I have this extra pressure, because I just want to learn, and it makes me want to not want to learn. So that's all that is. And then, yeah, this one was fun. Playing games, like normal games with like a fighting game controller is pretty fun, but kind of just wish I'd have played them like a normal human person. I don't know. Either way, but let me actually pull up the podcast, by the way, for those that don't. Like I said, it's not featured on my channel yet. I'll probably put that in. Not podcasts. Drawing. Come on, you showed up just fine earlier. Is it the order of the words that matters? I don't know what I just did. Where'd it go? Drip. Well, it shows up just fine normally, but like, this is, why is it only shorts? I don't want shorts, I want, fucking things, for me, I guess. No? Subscriptions. There we go, okay. Alright, found it. This is, Drip, this is our podcast channel. Me, Noodle, and Ski, we do fun things. We're trying to do weekly, but it's, you know, it doesn't always work out. But either way, that's it. We'll probably actually watch some. There we go. We'll actually watch some older videos here in a bit, but first, I actually do want to roll into it. So, we actually do have emotes. Again, we have 4 emote slots, and I've given us some candidates. Now, I want you guys to chime in, otherwise it's just going to be me. And you guys are the ones that are going to be spamming them. Alright, so you're the ones that need to tell me which ones are your favorites. Right, so I've got a good selection. These are all going to be like either redrawn or, you know, made into my avatar, whatever, before they're officially fully uploaded. But I wanted to get the feeling, what do you guys like to spam? That's what I want to know. So I guess we start on the left. It's just a normal bracket at this point. So we've got, I think this is one of my thumbnails. Anyway, it's me not looking so hot versus like a hyper emote. Where, it's kind of like one of those pseudo, like I guess let's go style, like, oh, let's go, or just like you say something and you're meaning it incredibly intensely. But, do you guys have any opinions? What y'all think? Well, I'm gonna munch on some chips. Moo Pain. Not a bad call. Okay. So we'll shove them up. Next is Madge and Omegalol. I personally think Omegalol is kind of whatever. It's mostly just fun because you can use it as the letter O and stuff. but that's mostly a Twitch thing. Because a lot of these are also kind of Twitch stuff, but I mean, if people want to spam it, people want to spam it regardless. But I don't know. So between Madge and Omegalol, I think I would put Madge, but I don't know. What do you think? Frog? You can do the Frog. Well, I will note, it probably won't be exactly a frog by the end. Alright, so that's the first two. And then, let's see what else we got in our tournament here. God, my phone just will not stop vibrating. Let's see, I got Peebo G, we got the Note Taker versus Prage. I don't know, would you guys rather take notes or pray for my well-being? This one is hard, yeah. At least I think. Because they're both kind of similar. They're both just kind of like responses to me saying something, right? I mean, I know I'm partial to the note takers, but I'm glad y'all agree. So next up, we got a possibly tough one. It's the Awooga eyes, I guess. I don't know, the eyes popping out of your head shtick. I totally forgot I did this in a thumbnail. I was like, oh, I gotta draw a new one, and I was like, oh wait, I'll just use this as an example on the thingy. So there's the eyes pop out your head, and then there's also Sag. So very clear what Sag means. And then Awooga is, well, it's Awooga. It means pretty much the same thing. I don't know, which do you guys like more? Any thoughts? Cartoon eyes. The Awoogas. Alright. The Awoogas. Rip Sag, now he's even sadger. So then, we've got, well, so I like fighting games. And these are two of the faces that I like from it. So there's the grin that Eno does from Guilty Gear, which I use on Discord a lot, I'm gonna be honest. It's just good, just like the little mouth. And then we've got Zangief being happy. This is basically an XD, if I'm being honest. This is basically XD. So it's either Eno Smirk or Zangief XD is sort of the thought behind this. Which do you think you would spam probably more often? Or if you have something to say and you want to use it. They're both very good, yeah. Actually, I might have wanted to separate them, thinking about it, so they wouldn't knock each other out in the middle, but we'll figure out after the top two what the other two will be anyway. Yeah, I think the Smug is better. That is a smart call. Alright, next we have Pog or Poggies. Which do you like to express more? A normal Pog or going, oh, Poggies! Oh, Poggies in chat. Oh. Or is it like, oh, Pog? So is it a cool thing or is it cute to be Poggy? I'm clearly biased. Hoodie link doesn't work. Oh no. That was something else I was going to end up bringing up, but I'll actually check the link right now. Works just fine for me. I just clicked it right from the description and it just brought it up. Yeah, worked just fine for me. Oh, you're a Pog over a Poggies, huh? That is fair. You're a Pogger. All right, now we got. This is actually just my profile picture. I think on like Discord and Twitter and shit. So we got Pause Chant, which is the like, okay, waiting for thing to happen. And then we just got the neutral face. I'm not sure what we would want to use it for, but it's an option. Listen, I had to find 16 that I'd be okay with, alright? But, I mean, the dead soul staring into the camera with a slight smile. It was broken when you tried. Try later, okay? Well, we'll see. Yeah, because it just pulls it right up for me, so... Don't know, couldn't tell you. Alright, and then... make sure everything's good. Yep. Alright. And like I said, I'll be showing the hoodie here in a bit as soon as we finish the emote tournament. But I'm just gonna put up Pause Champ for now. And then we've got another fairly simple one. Oh, you actually prefer the staring at the camera? The soulless staring? Let me try and make sure I got the right one selected. I closed down my menu to make it look better. But, okay, alright. I mean, if you think you'd spam it more, or use it more often, you can just be like, oh, it says words, stares at camera. Alright, well then we got our final round 1 match, which is the EZ, or, I don't know, surprise face? Cringe face? Like, oh shit, hold up. One of them's. I don't know if y'all have opinions. Finally back, welcome back. Looks like you missed a couple of the emote tournaments while you were gone. That's okay, there's still plenty to go. Because we gotta narrow down to 4. Like the side eye is what you prefer? Fair enough. Alright, well I guess that would be round 1s. So we got some losers, we got the Hypers, the Omegas, we got the Prage, the Sag, the XD, the Poggies, the Pause Champ, and the EZ. They're all out. Alright, so we got Madge, and we got, I guess Cow Despair? I don't know. I didn't really think of any names for these yet. I just kind of found interesting faces or expressions. So we have, Sad Cow Man, Moo Pain, as it was put earlier, versus Madge. Yeah, okay. Just Pain versus Madge. Which do you feel more properly represents? We like Moo Pain. Alright. Oh, also, USQ, just a heads up, you might be behind in the stream. YouTube has a DVR feature, so you might end up a little bit behind, because I noticed you were talking about the last round. So, you're not always 100% live. Sometimes if it lags on your end, it'll just let you replay from where you were instead of returning to live. You just have to scrub back to being normal. Yeah, okay, so the Pain seems to be the unanimous vote on that one. But you've been dealing with that nonsense? Yeah. It's apparently a common thing, but like I'm not sure if I want to disable YouTube DVR because it's still like a good feature, it's useful. Just, I don't know, but we've had that happen a couple times where somebody's just desynced, and I'm just not sure if they know. Because again, YouTube live streaming is not very well known. So, some amount of that. Alright, so next we got the notes. Got the notes and the awoogas, or the eyes pop out of the head. This is actually a tough one. They're both good though, I think. Alright. So that's one vote for awooga. Oh god, I just closed my chat. I'll have to reopen that here in a second. Yeah, so one vote for awooga so far. Docs, chat. Okay, chat is back. Left. I assume left just means the Peepo G. No, wait, Awooga? Okay. Alright, it is the eye pop out of head Awooga. Alright, it is... There's Awooga. Alright. Awooga is up. Alright. On to the next. So we have the smirk. The cheeky grin. And then we got Pog. Pog is a very universal one. The cheeky grin is a bit more specific to to us here and what I normally do. I don't know. Do you guys feel like you would use the smirk, or would you Pog more often? I don't know. Am I Pog worthy? Do I do enough Pog things that you would need Pog? That's the real question. Am I Pog enough? Cheeky grin. First, let me get a drink of water. Alright. So I'm just seeing a vote for Cheeky Grin. There's a Pog good. Do you want us to puck Pog? You said Pog so many times. Well, it's just a fast word to say. But no, I personally, I probably would pick Grin. Because even if you just use the letters Pog, people know what you mean, right? Well, I don't know. So there's one for the Grin. One says Pog good, but there's also 3 ellipses. So I'm assuming that's not directly a yes for Pog. Why are you being so cryptic? Just say yes or no, fuckers. Why are you like this? Alright, well, since one of them was seemingly for sure and the other was on the fence, I guess that's a cheeky grin. Oh hey, there's 2 of my faces on this last fight. Wow, my faces are doing better than I thought. I was expecting the Twitch culture to bleed in. But I guess VTuber stuff wins out. So, in the finale we have the stares at camera, and we have oh shit, hold up. Yes or no, fuckers, why are you like this? Yeah, I did kind of ask for you to say that, so that's on me. Okay, so... just got me on that one. Alright, so... Which do you want to use more often? Stares at camera, or, I guess the feeling of this one is like a Monka. Stares, so we got side-eye and stares. Alright, well... This one seems fairly even right now. And to be fair, we're gonna have 4 emotes that win. And they don't necessarily have to be just these first 4. Flip a coin. Not a bad idea. Let me try to remember. I think I just type into Google flip a coin. Alright, heads is left. So tails, which is the right one. Which is the a hole up. Let me find it here. Okay. Found my cursor. Alright. So, even votes, this is what we get. So now, I'm not sure, we'll actually pick winners from these 2, and then we'll see how we want our 4 to spin out. Alright, is it Pain or Awooga? Which do you prefer? The coin gods smile on you. Yeah, I picked your choice. Pain or Awooga? Which is your preference? Awooga? Might be Awooga. We'll see. See what the votes go. Second. I'm gonna test the hoodie link on something real quick. Yeah, it works on my incognito too. I don't know, just make sure it's updated and correct. Okay. Alright. So, all I'm seeing so far is Amuga, as it were. Not in an Amugus sense, but it is I am a cow person sense. Alright, so they like the Awuga. Alright, what about the smirk versus the side eye? The criminal side eye. I'll find them. Eventually, this one is hard. Yes, this one is also... Well, I mean, to be fair, it, wouldn't be hard if they didn't make it all the way to the end, right? Cow side eye. I'm so glad I brought a bowl of chips. I'm happily munching. Side eye. Alright. Oh, let me get in the proper window. Alright, so these two are guaranteed in is the Awuga and the side eye. I'll find the Awugas. Alright, now the question is, what do y'all want for consideration for the other two? So obviously Pain did well, and so did the Grin. But was there anything down here that you think deserves another consideration? Is there one that you think maybe should have been, like, got snuffed, basically, of just like, oh, unbelievable, or snuffed. That's a completely different word with an entirely different meaning. God, it's important to remember that words mean things, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because Grin, of course, did well. Let's find Pain. Pain did well. People mentioned it was hard on the profile. I guess the other question would be whether it was Madge or Peepo G deserves another consideration. So if you guys have a different horse in the race other than these three, let me know. All your votes are in those three. All right. So, I guess the question becomes, so I can only have two of these three. Which one of these three is the weakest? Which one of these three do you not want? All right, we're flipping it on its head. It's not which two do you want, it's which one don't you want? Which one do you want gone? Which one will be banished to the Shadow Realm? Always drink water. It's very refreshing. So you want Stare gone. I see. You like all of them frowny face. Well, don't worry. Once I've got... I don't actually remember how many members they said. Once I have a specific number of members, that is a number that exists, they say I can have another emote. Despair must stay. Of course. Of course Despair must stay. Let me check to see when I get the next emote. I see that this menu does not look the same as it did when I originally looked at it, so I don't know where to find it. I'll find it later. Anyway, once I get some number, like a certain number of basically subs, members, then I'm good to go. Which, speaking of, members are open, by the way. You are able to subscribe for $4.99 a month. You get early access to any videos I upload for 24 hours. You get a shout out in the stream, obviously. And, well, you get access to all these wonderful emotes that you are currently voting on. So the only one I'm hearing that must go is the stare. So the stares at camera is the only one I'm hearing that should not be here. Where is the... Probably should have organized these better. Alright. So this one, goodbye. And then these being our 4 emotes. These are the ones y'all want to use. These them emotes. Ta-da! Alright, we've done it! Emote tournament complete. We've got our 4. The 4 horsemen of the Joltte apocalypse. We will miss Moose there. Don't worry, we can probably add it back once I have some number of members working and getting good. All right, well, yeah, just save it. I'll worry about that later. All right, well, that is the emote tournament. Moo apocalypse, not a bad one. So the next thing, as was alluded to by USQ when she stopped by, was the hoodie, which I think looks clean as fuck. I'll be honest, this is, like, tell me this doesn't look amazing. Like, it's just a clean-ass hoodie. Like, I've seen some creator hoodies, but, like, this thing is actually so clean and slick. So, that is wonderful. It's through Teespring. I'll post the link in chat in case the one really is broken in the description. But it's an absolutely sick as hell hoodie, I think. So please feel free to cop that if you are a fan and or you just like cool hoodies, because I genuinely just really like this hoodie. It comes in all the sizes. It's one color. It's only white because that's my shtick. I'm white with pink cow spots. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, and I don't know why the link in the description didn't work for her. It's identical to the one I just took, so skill issue probably. Let me try it one more time. So this is the one from the description. Yeah, works just fine. Couldn't tell you. I would be unable to tell you. Alright, cool. So, I suppose that doesn't leave very much left other than what I was wanting to do, which was a little bit of, we'll watch some of the older YouTube videos I had, actually. That actually sounds like a really fun idea. And so I think I just want to go over the ones I thought were the best. So today we're just going to be reviewing my best YouTube videos. Which also means no BGM because the videos better have background music. I swear to God, old me, if there is no music in some of these videos. Alright, so since I became a VTuber, was here. So the best videos are there. Oh, it's definitely Monster Hunter Rise Village. Excuse me, Villageless. Meme challenges were fun, but alright. These reactions were great. The how to beat a level 8 CPU blindfolded, I think, was also really good. So let's watch those two, and maybe we'll delve a little bit further back if we want to. But let's give him a peep. Let's look at old me. All right. Hopefully it holds up well. Link worked for you. Took a second, but it's probably because of your Wi-Fi. Yeah. All right. Well, as long as the link from the description works and or from the chat, either one, then there you go, because I think it is a dope-ass... Hey, y'all, we are beating Monster Hunter Rise without using the village at all. It is a villageless run. Now, this has a lot of impact on how we hunt. First of all, we can't buy any trap tools, so we have to fully kill every monster, no captures. This also means that if we want to use an item on a hunt... yeah, so this is where I wasn't sure what I wanted to do to like fill space, because again, I hate editing. So the less time I spend in editing, the better. So I just did like, when I recorded the voiceover, I just had my model going while I recorded it, so that I could just cut to that instead of having to actually fill it with more video. Like, I don't know, potions or food.
Kind of
we have to collect them in mission. Being unable to eat dongos also means that not only do I get any of the cool bonuses, I also start
this
every
is the setup.
mission
I think the setup could be
lower
clearer.
maximum health and stamina.
Finally, I'm not sure how I would do it
run truly
necessarily
difficult.
now, but I think it does warrant
No access
more interesting, because this is not a great intro, I don't think. And I think the intros is probably something I need to get better
I
at.
cannot upgrade my
Introducing
armor.
everything to be like super
Stuck
exciting or
with
interesting.
The starting Kimura armor. Luckily though, at least I'm not naked. Wait, the Kimura armor has only one
Basically
armor?
naked.
The very first monster, the Izuchi armor, has 10 defense on each item. That's double my entire armor combined.
Yeah, dude, the fucking... Oh, whoops. I left a spoiler in. It says deaths 27 down there. Oops. I accidentally left a spoiler on the video. That's okay. Nobody paused. I'm the only one that has ever paused here. It's fine.
I might as
But yeah, the Kimura armor
well be
fucking
naked.
sucks.
But that's not all the blacksmith can do. He is also the one who makes me better weapons. Which means, yes, I'm going to be stuck with this yellow sharpness hammer that has only 50 attack. And that's it.
Red circles.
All the damage I will
look at
deal,
me.
even as the monsters scale up. So that's what we're contending with. How did the run go? Well, after making our character, we rise and get ready to grind. The village heard rumors of my greatness. And
this is the other thing, is I sort of half-assed the... Because I went for a bit of a like pseudo like Sigma grind set narrative of like, I don't need these people, I'll grind myself. But like I didn't like fully commit to it, I think. I was still trying to be a little bit too playful with it. That it was like, it created a little bit of a half-assed tone that I think probably
to
could be
greet
better.
everyone before I can do any missions. I hope they savored these greetings, because we will never speak to any of them again. The only NPC we will regularly interact with is Hinoa the Quest Maiden. After we finish talking with everyone, Utsushi abuses his power in the village to force me to go on a date with him for training. But I'm not interested in him, and I make sure to leave him on red for anything in the future. Now finally we can start the real missions, and it's time to slay 8 Jagras.
Where's my energy, man? I'm just like, you can tell I'm just like reading from my script. But like, man, I should have read from it like a lot more like enthusiastically, for sure.
Ignore these whiffs.
I think that's one of the problems I have. That's one of the reasons why I like to kind of do an ad lib and then edit it down. Is because I have a lot more of like a natural intonation, and I'm more likely to like speak energetically and with inflections. I'm going to do the VTuber thing and rewatch your debut. I don't think I'm going to do that this stream. This stream I wanted to sort of celebrate the best videos. But I'll probably do a rewatch debut either a bit later or after like a full year has passed, I think. I think that's the plan. But yeah, and then so that's one of the reasons why I've sort of started scripting less and less in the videos and more just going over talking points so I can more naturally speak with my big voice that moves up and down, so that it doesn't just sound like I'm reading from a script.
Only mission I can do right now is some kind of errand boy mission. I call these the coffee missions. Frustrating, but since I haven't talked to any of them for more than a couple seconds, they probably don't know how amazing I truly am. They'll find out soon enough, though. After fetching coffee for everyone, we can...
Yeah, see, like, that's the kind of thing where it's like, I should have committed harder to the Sigma bit and been going, like, more gravelly or more intense. But, like, that's what I'm talking about with, like, the half-assedness. Because it's like, oh, I'm doing a Sigma joke. I need to go full Sigma, like, voice, like, the grayscale, like, should have gone harder on it, I think.
Now do a real mission. The
But
Great
still good.
Izuchi. Since this
I
is
think
early
that,
in the
again,
game,
that's
it's
probably my
actually
number one gripe with it, is the half-assed amount of, like, Sigma joke. But again, that's just more time in the editing room, and I hate editing so much with a fiery fucking passion.
Expected for you to only have the starter equipment. So for the first couple of fights, they go exactly as you expect. Everything is normal. This includes the next couple of monsters in Arzuros the Big Bear, Great Baggy,
and Lagombi. The first monster to actually fight us back was Acnosom. We had a couple of close calls before it finally went down, but still no deaths. Now we've unlocked the urgent quest to upgrade to 3-star, Tetranodon. During this fight, Lagombi shows up and has a turf war, making it mountable. This is something I had not yet mentioned, but I'd like to talk about Wyvern.
This was good. I should have done this more. Because, like, this, like, feeding details as you go is, like, better, I think, than it is, like, just, like, that opening segment. Like I said, intros are something that I've been trying to work on.
Writing. Well, technically, Wyvern writing doesn't fall into the rules I set out about the village. I chose not to use Wyvern writing for one simple reason. It's too easy. A Wyvern ride is always too strong, and it scales to the monster's HP. So I decided I would only use it if I felt I was backed into a corner or it was impossible to actually defeat the next challenge. But with that out of the way, Tetranodon is down and we are on to the next. Upon entering the 3-star quests, we have gone from normal to being at a disadvantage. Now our equipment is outdated, but I was still very confident.
It's the first time it became hard.
If we're gonna end up resetting or dying, it's probably gonna be on one of the rampages. I don't think we're gonna die anywhere but the rampage, as far as like the first death. I don't think anything up until that point is really that dangerous. So first, we start our new rank out by fighting Yaku. It goes exactly how you think. Kulu's not really a hard monster. Even when you're at disadvantage, it's super easy to destroy him. Well, we get it injured and it flees, so I chase and start taunting it.
This section haunts me.
Wouldn't that just be absolutely insane if there was a hunter running to the exact location you were going to right now as you're trying to sleep and tired and run away? And then just killed you right as you got there? Wouldn't that be absolutely insane, Kulu? And then we clean up. Oh my god.
And that's actually why it haunts me, that line delivery. Because it's just like...
And then we clean up.
And then we... Oh no, I lost a Kulu Yaku. Where's my emotions, bro?
Oh my
Where are
god.
they hiding? Where did I put them?
I can't believe my first death was to Kulu Yaku. Unbelievable,
like,
my hubris.
What is that?
I'm ashamed. But I ought to mention something. When you die, you
still a great video.
This means that you pay a bunch of.
But I could have used better delivery on my voiceover.
This cannot be allowed. This is a service provided to you from the village. So if I cart, I die.
They're napping.
I have to completely retry the entire mission, no matter how close to death the monster is.
They're real though. Trust me. You've never seen them. They go to a different school, but they're real. Trust me. Those emotions, I've got them. Okay, they're mine. Yep, for sure.
So after restarting the mission, I go up and I have my vengeance on Kulu for ruining my perfect run. Next, we're on to, oh no, it's the rampage. I guess we still have a little bit more to talk about. Since we can't use the village in any way, that means all automated weaponry in the rampage is off limits. Because a villager literally comes out and mans the turret. In order to beat this, I have to use turrets that only I can shoot and hitting the monsters.
See, it's funny because I planned out so much of this ahead of time because I was like, oh, I need to know this, how this works. I don't think I would do as much pre-planning in the next one. Where I would be like, oh, I think I'll just roll with it and see what happens. Because I think that's more interesting. But part of that is because that's actually what happened here. Because I was like, oh yeah, this, I got to plan this and that. And then I just totally forgot about the rampage. And then I was like, oh shit. I can't do anything here. Is this even possible? And I think that's so much more interesting than like pre-planning it out too much. Like this was a good lesson learned
with my bare hands.
This video.
It goes a lot better than I thought, though I suppose it's because it's the tutorial rampage. The biggest problem that occurs is that since it's a tutorial, they force...
Oh, look at my ugly timer. It looks so much better now. It's all like themed with my stuff. It looks nice. This ugly green-ass timer.
Forced me to build every type of thing.
At least the font
Luckily,
is like
though, I
round
can
and
remove them
soft.
right after so that the village and auto towers don't actually help me out at all. But then comes the big problem. Elder Fugan. I am forced to bring him out to progress, but I actually can't remove him once I've set him. So the monsters come in and he does his big attack. I tried everything I could to avoid doing this, but it's completely mandatory. There's no way around it. But I'm forced to let Fugan kill 3 Arzuros in the rampage. This left a bad taste in my mouth. And is just another reason that the rampage sucks. Let's move on to another mission so I can get that taste out of my mouth. Great Ragi should be simple and fun, raise these spirits. It goes great until he just boops me with a little snoot. and I explode. This is turning out
I got
so much harder than I thought it would. And we're still quite a ways away from winning. It's just time to chill out and add some more respect to the hunts. It may be just a great Roggy, but I'm also just a single unupgraded man. From here on, we play smart and we play efficient.
So, I don't know why this one gets me
I'm
so
to
much.
chill just out.
I intentionally
and add some
planned
more
this joke
respect
to be
the
exactly
hunts.
like
It may
this,
be
but-
just a great Roggy, but I'm also just a single unupgraded man.
Just the shrink, just little shrimp man that I become.
From here on, we play
Single
smart
unupgraded
and we play
little shrimp
efficient.
man.
After collecting ourselves, we
That joke
try
in
again and we
specific
beat
just tickles
Roggy.
me.
Then boot up to fight Baroth, which isn't too hard now that we've recomposed ourselves. Then we hit the first wall of the run, Bishatin. Bishatin is strong enough that several of his attacks will just kill me at full health. To add to that,
Yeah.
Bishatin is also a fast monster
Yeah,
who
I'm
has
trying to
ranged
remember. I think
attacks as
Bishatin was
well.
like-
It's generally expected
like
that
a
you'll get clipped
real
at least
problem,
once during
too.
a fight, but depending on what you get clipped by, you just die. It takes me a total of 5 attempts to fell this mighty
StarCraft
beast.
music.
The biggest surprise of the entire run was this next hunt. This is the hardest monster in the entire run other than Magnamalo himself, and it is none other than Toby
Toby.
Kadachi. Toby is designed to be fast but not to hit too hard. But with my setup, there's almost no hits that I can survive. This means that I have to play extremely passively and deal what little damage I can. This highly active monster sort of makes me regret selecting the hammer for this challenge.
Yeah.
A lot
To
of
be
the
fair,
moves set a long animation. So
I mostly picked the hammer because it's the one I know how to play the best. But I think hammer is actually probably one of the worst choices for this specific challenge. But to be fair, it's not like I play any other weapons, so what choice did I personally have? Not much.
it's very easy to get stuck in those, but without using those moves, I also don't deal very much damage. It became very anxiety-inducing fighting this type of monster. After 3 attempts, I double-checked the required missions. I need to do 5 of the 6 to proceed. There's a Somnicanth, a Rathian, a Volvidon, a Basarios, Toby Kadachi, and Barioth. Since I can only skip one, and I think the choice to skip should definitely be Barioth, I throw myself at Toby again. 5th time, I finally managed to win. This is practically a
tries.
hitless run at this point. Exhausted, I decided to go for something a
It's
little
a
bit more
hitless run,
chill,
yeah.
and I fight.
That's actually a good point because like once you hit a certain threshold, it really is just a hitless run. Because like you won't survive any hits until like you start using all of like potions and stuff, but you want to use those sparingly
Luckily
anyway
this time,
because
it actually does.
you may
end
not
up being
get that
as
many
simple as I
'cause
thought it would be. Next
you don't
up,
have
it's
access to
time
the village.
fight
You can't
Queen
store stuff, you
Rathian.
can't buy
By this
stuff.
point, I've gotten a rhythm
You have
down
to
to
make
get good
them.
items. So I've started to get things like Might Seeds and Adamant Seeds for good buffs during the fight. This helps a lot. It means that there's a couple more attacks I can survive, and I need all the help I can get with these damage numbers. And unfortunately,
I should play Monster Hunter.
after 20 minutes
That game
of
is so
perfect
fun.
fighting, I made
Just watching
a
this makes me be
fatal
like, man, I
mistake.
kinda wanna play Monster
I
Hunter.
forgot that when she's injured and enraged, she does a double backflip. So as
Yeah.
I go in for the punish on the first flip,
Clown
she
makeup
flips
on the Hunter
again.
uniform
this
there.
one really stung, and she was only
Oh, you see that
first
fucking
flip,
face
she
I made?
flips again. This one
This is how you know it fucking hit me into the next dimension. Look at this face. Oh man, I got obliterated
really
by that.
stung, and she was
My
only a
mental
couple
in
of
shambles,
hits away
on the
from death,
ground,
but by the
destroyed,
rules,
absolutely
we
unfathomably useless.
started all over again, and I
Then
remember
play-
my mistake.
then play
she
Monster
goes
Hunter.
down.
Maybe I will.
Thankfully, Volvidon was a
You're not the boss.
pushover, and we're on to Basarios.
Or are you?
Basarios wasn't too hard either,
Is
but I
chat
did get
in
tricked
charge?
once by his tail swipe. My character did not flinch or react in any way, but my health still went down, which means I was not at full health and I didn't notice. So one other small tap and I ended up finished. Even easy fights can turn around very quickly with any small thing that goes wrong. But with all of those completed, we come to the final boss of the run, Magnamalo. He is the culmination of everything this run has to offer. Any small hiccup is instant death. Every single hit will kill me.
Magnamalo
It's very
was
fast and has
genuinely
multiple
hell.
multi-hitting
Like,
moves.
oh my
Everything that was
God.
hard until now looks like child's play compared to this fight. I had to prepare. Every attempt, I end up running.
Like, I genuinely was like, I thought the challenge might not be possible. He was like that much worse than every other fight.
In with trap bugs for a stagger. I can use a snow beetle to
So I threw my head at it for a couple of hours, like thinking, oh shit, this might not be possible. Which is one of the reasons why I actually give in and do wyvern riding, is because I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I don't think it's actually possible unless I wyvern ride.
slow him down.
But then, like,
when
you know,
he rages. A Thunder Beetle.
obviously,
chain
it
into
turns out
another
it
KO
was.
for damage. A
And I
Blast
took
Toad
the
to
easy
get some
way
damage
out.
and another knockdown.
Boo!
A lot of the strategy for fighting Magnamalo is based around
Oh, yeah, my
chaining
PNG.
knockdowns and KOs to actually.
So I was
deal
having
damage.
trouble.
He is so fast and aggressive that I cannot use a single one of my wire bug attacks. Their animations are way too long, and I will just get hit. I can't even use the faster of the charged attacks. It is just
I cannot use my wire bug attacks, he said over a clip of him successfully using a wire bug attack.
barely too
I see
slow.
you editing
that leaves
me.
me with
I see
pretty
you.
much one option. All I have time to do is dodge and immediately start charging up a hammer uppercut. This move only takes 2 charge instead of all 3, and the damage it deals is extra KO, meaning it's much more likely to get knockdowns over time. And critically, it is just fast enough that I can dodge whatever attack he does next. The only problem is that it doesn't deal that much damage, and I only get the extra KO damage when I hit his head. So I am living on the edge in constant danger. Not to mention that between all the dodging and charging attacks, my stamina has become a very tight
Yeah, I should probably make it more focused on the stamina meter.
It very quickly became the
Zoomed
most
in on
attempts
it,
I've
but
ever
like,
taken.
I don't know,
We
probably
climbed
need
to
something
6
else to help
attempts
focus.
within 30 minutes. This was so hard. Not to mention the fact that I started to have technical difficulties on the stream, where we were lagging and cutting out. Eventually, even my
Remember what I said earlier in the stream? If there's anything that tilts me, it's technical problems and issues. Because I could have thrown my head at Magnamalo so many times without tilting really much. But the instant my model stops working, we get the game crashing, we get all this. I'm on tilt. I'm out of here. I'm so
VTuber
mad.
model just stopped working entirely. So I had to go back and use my old PNG tubing model. This was all adding up, and I was getting incredibly frustrated. Then on
I
the
was
route
pissed.
to pick up all of the endemic life, I noticed that there's a stink mink thing.
That was one of
So
the points
started
where I
to
was just
think
like, I just
about,
need to end
well,
this
whenever there's
challenge.
a Rathian
Wire
on the
bugs,
map,
fuck it.
I can try and lure her to the Magnamalo and bait them into a turf war. And this is actually a great idea, but it's
Right,
somewhat
yeah, the turf
unlikely.
war idea.
The odds of them
Great idea
immediately
in
going
theory,
into a turf war
but
instead of
adding
just
RNG
getting
to this
hit
is
and
already,
becoming
like,
mountable is pretty
annoying.
low. We hit double digits on attempts. Still no turf war. I'm not even close. 16 attempts in, and it's starting to grate on me. The stream problems.
Hey, there he is. He's blue. This one was the run that I was like, oh shit, it is
fights,
possible.
The lack of a turf war in the RNG.
Nice cutaway from
every
dying.
attempt is upwards of 30
PNG
minutes.
model had to come in, that's
and
crazy.
Every
Yeah.
reset is agonizing. When I fail, I have to watch a mission.
Yeah, man, the fucking the technical problems were like real bad on that too. That's why again I was tilting the fuck out.
Loading screen back to Kimura. Walk up to Hino.
Oh yeah, this is the
get
10 times
mission
speed of how
screen,
long it took
then the loading
between
screen into
attempts
the
as
mission,
well.
And then I have to
I
run
was
the
I
route
was
to pick up
out
the
of it,
endemic
man.
life. Every time I have to restart feels like a wasted 5-minute slog, and there is still no turf war. I reached the breaking point. You know what?
After all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Wyvern riding.
I did it. I gave into the darkness and Wyvern rode to defeat Magnamalo. I achieved the victory. But it feels kinda hollow. A single thought is gnawing at me. I was just barely able to get him into capture range one time.
Yep.
If I can do that,
That's how I knew. I was like,
then
ah
is it
shit,
really
I fucking
impossible to
copped
beat
out.
without Wyvern riding?
I sold out.
No. This isn't how it ends. If I can get him low once, I can do it again. I will have redemption.
Incoming best edited sequence of anything I've ever done, I think. By the way, I think this is actually like a really good. It's basically, I guess, like a hype compilation, or just like not AMV. What's the term for like highly edited gameplay to music? There's like a term. I don't know. Either way, shit's tight. Everything's timed so perfectly. there it is.
Oh, fucking hell. Thank God. Gee.
You could tell the exhaustion in my voice, and I was like, wait, no, I should make it hype.
Jesus Christ.
And then I just scream. Because I'm like, I don't know, make it hype, do something. But I was mad, man. This killed me.
Oh, God.
Also, you gotta know. So I mentioned that I really love the editing on that. And, like, I really hate editing. So when I went in depth, I was like, please, please, please do well, video. Because I spent so much time on that. Hammer noise makes my brain happy. Oh, dude, that's what it does. That's why you play Hammer. It's just satisfying. Oh, I did something. Where am I? There I am. All right, we're back. Oh, but man, thankfully the video did do pretty well. Especially for like what I was getting at the time, 200 views was actually like amazing. For like, because I wasn't getting like any views at the time. Oh yeah, and then the credits. See, this took way longer than it should have. This was like a full like 40 seconds. Obviously terrible for retention. And then like I could have formatted this better too. Weapon used, hammer, first death, Kuluyaku, first problem monster, Bishatin. Most attempts other than Magnamalo was Tobi Kadachi at 6. Yeah, so the most attempts I did was 6. And then the Magnamalo fight alone was 28 attempts on specifically Magnamalo. Which is insane. Oh,
hey,
man.
Thank you so much for watching this video.
Oh, hey, no problem.
I poured my heart and soul into it, so please,
I can tell.
please let me know how you liked it in the comments.
Oh, I liked it.
If you wanted to try this challenge out for yourself, make sure to tag me and let me know on Twitter so I can take a look.
Wow.
And make sure to have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in my next stream.
Got him. Okay, so there you go. I think that video was really good, actually. There's some things that irk me now as I'm like, what that tells me I've improved, though, looking back at your old stuff and being like, oh, I can do better. But I still think it was actually a solid video, especially for the time that like I put it out. I think it was great. Really? Talking to yourself? Hey, somebody's got to. All right. Oh, yeah, and then so this was the... I learned to play blindfolded for the Street Fighter 6 demo. Now, this one I think was great. It was just poorly timed. Because this came out, like, I think 2 or 3 weeks after everyone else was doing all of their, like, fighting the level 8 CPU challenges. So I just missed the boat. And that's 100% because I fucking hate editing. And so, like, this thing was done in time. Like, I had finished the challenge with time to spare, actually, on, like, getting it up. But it just took me so long to edit because it's a... editing. That I missed the wave of good
The level 8 CPUs
good
in Street Fighter
clicks
6
for
are
that.
no joke. And I am going to beat them.
Yeah, you can see here how it's like, oh, 3 weeks ago. So I just missed it. I just missed that shit. But that's just on me. I took way too long to
Street
edit.
Fighter 6 are no joke.
Because if it was timed better, it probably would have done even
I
better.
am going to beat them
But I think it's
with
good.
my eyes closed.
Helltaker music. It's overpowered, straight up.
Yes.
Can you tell that
Why
graphic
torture
design is
myself
my
like
passion?
this, you ask?
With this, the font choices here. Bro, graphic design. Yeah, look at that. Woo!
But why torture myself like this, you ask?
Oh, that's that good shit!
So much
Good shit!
I agree.
that the
Street
idea
Fighter
of
6 is
simply
awesome.
playing a small demo that has 2 characters and no ability to play other humans is more appealing right now than really most other fighting games. So here we are, me finding some reason to keep playing the demo, and that's when I remembered.
Sound accessibility options have been improved for Street Fighter 6.
And then the idea formed.
Oh, and by the way, so apparently most of my gripes with this challenge have been fixed. There is, like, they updated the sound features. Apparently the demo just had, like, a fucking bare bones scraping the bits. But, like, the full game actually has a full suite of audio features. Like, it has an audio for teching throws. It has an audio for jump. Like, it has all of my complaints with the challenge. So we could come back and relearn how to play blindfolded, but we'll see about that.
But I'm not a Street Fighter player, and this is also a brand new game.
So that's problem number 1. How do I play Street Fighter 6? This one was easy to solve. I just did the tutorials and played like the AI like a normal human person. So
Would you listen to that? I sound like a human person and not a robot this time. That's improvement, baby.
What about the problem that actually has to do with the challenge? Without the use of my eyeballs, how am I supposed to know how far away my opponent is, or even which side of the screen I'm on? This is also easy to solve. The new fancy accessibility features introduced in Street Fighter 6 gives you these beeps and boops.
You still hear the beeps and boops in your nightmares? Same. Dude, they haunt me. The beep, 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 and the whoop, 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 whoop. I know them so well.
Speed up.
I had spent so many hours with those, nothing but that playing in my ears, and like, Jesus.
The closer you are, and change tone when you're on the wrong side of the screen. So hey, we just gotta get used to this. Let's hop in and get started. Since the level 8 CPU won't give me much of an opportunity to learn, we're gonna do some against the level 4 first and get a feel for it. So I'm feeling out how to play, that is until I upped the level of the AI. The gameplay is completely different at a higher level. So basically all the practice that I had just gotten was completely useless. So my strategy was forced to evolve the further into the challenge I went. I tried out different levels to figure out what the big change was, and it kind of mostly started at level 7 and was ramped up at level 8. See, LukeBot is jumping around a lot and throwing me constantly, on top of having full optimal combos to kill me in only a few hits.
Yep.
This is going to be a lot harder.
I love
than
how easy RyuBot was,
So,
and then LukeBot was
new
just like
information,
impossible.
I had brand new problems to contend with. Enter problem number 3. How do I avoid getting hit? There isn't really much sound for jumps. And how can I block overheads versus lows when I can't see their animations? Well, thankfully, I found a solution. Street Fighter 6 has a new mechanic called the drive gauge, which has many abilities, but the one that's important for this is the drive parry. No matter which side it is, left, right, or high versus low, we will parry the attack and take no damage. Perfect, what a completely overpowered ability with no downsides whatsoever that the AI could exploit to make my life a living
Fucking
hell.
calling out a foreshadow is
Enter problem
like a
4.
lazy joke.
The higher
shit.
level loot bots love to throw.
Classic.
Even with the audio features, there is no audio cue for throws. And you guessed it, throws are pretty much the only thing that beats parry. Okay, so how often does the CPU throw really? Well, if you're RyuBot, it's basically never, which I learned because after I devised this strategy, I tried it on him and beat the level 8 Ryu CPU with my eyes closed on my first try. But if you're the Luke CPU, throws are your lifeblood.
I got my ass thrown so much. It's only from 3 games.
So after spending the first 9 hours of nailing down a strategy to a gauntlet of attempts
Nightmares,
really
I tell you.
began. But my strategy would continue to evolve during the final round. To start, I would do, medium kicks as pokes or generally parry in neutral. From here, I wait, allowing Luke to close in and make a mistake. Luke's mistakes are letting me parry light or medium flash knuckle, rising uppercuts, or drive impact. LukeBot, however, only makes 2 of these mistakes. Rising uppercut and drive
thumbnail as an asset
From
in the
either
video.
of these moves, I can do a combo resulting in Denjin
a little
charge.
lazy.
And if I already have
You can tell how
charge
much
when
I
he
hate
makes the
editing, I
mistake,
think.
then I get some damage. I can also spend 2 meters once I have it for even more damage, regardless of my charge. So, I was trying to predict when LukeBot would throw me, and I tried to tech the throws. If I was right, I avoided taking the throw damage, but if I was wrong, I took a massive optimal combo. It's just not worth it. So I stopped teching throws altogether. It's better to just take all the throws and hope that he's not in the mood to throw Luke my entire health bar.
Became an RNG
The
fight.
longer things went on, the more anxiety I got from just waiting with him standing there menacingly. So
Dude, let me tell you. Like, I'm not kidding about, like, how anxiety-inducing it was. Because, like, when you're sitting there and you're, like, holding parry or whatever, and he's not running up and throwing you, but like, you can hear him swinging, but you're not hearing the parry noise. You're just, like, it's so menacing. Like, it's genuinely,
and
like,
on
makes
a whim,
you go...
I decided to try a drive rush and make something happen. And to my surprise, it worked. I can get away with doing drive rush out of parry in neutral sometimes. This would just let me close distance and get a combo where I set up Denjin Charge immediately. So from the first combo, I can kill him in only 2 mistakes. Which, given how few and far between Lukerbot's mistakes are, decreasing the number of them required is huge. So with this, my strategy evolved into its final form. And then, we got this match.
I didn't get my Hasho. Oh, shit.
Fucked it up. Then comes the Luke Payne train. I like my little like music switch up there. That's actually really cute. All right, then we're back.
Yes,
I pulled out the Sharingan.
Okay, this is it. This is the one.
Everybody knows that if you have a Sharingan, you can see through your eyelids.
He did.
Sorry, that one is still funny to me. I
this,
love the
though. We got
Ryu in the
this.
hospital.
Okay, we have Denjin. Blue super. Oh shit, I did it! Holy fuck! Get fucked, Luke. Oh my god.
Good music.
Timeout, but I got him.
And just like that, despite all the problems, all the time wasted on losing strategies, having never been a Street Fighter player before, I managed to beat the level 8 Luke CPU.
All right, you're kind of dragging on. Yeah, my
Turns
outros
out
could
all you
also
need is
use
a
some work, I
flexible
think.
mindset, patient plays, and a hell of a lot of luck.
Yeah, that intro was very long. It looks like it's just whatever my most recent stream was there. Yeah, so those are the two that I think I did the best. Oh, hold on. All right, get that loading screen out of here. All right, well, this is just to celebrate and have fun, look at stuff, vote on the emotes, and show off the hoodie, which I will remind you looks so cool by showing you how cool it looks. Whoa, look at that. Amazing. Ooh, fine detail. Ooh, fashion. Ooh. Also, only $50, which is like actually a really fucking good deal for a lot of these custom things. But, okay, and now you say Poggies after not voting on Poggies. I see how it is. But yeah, Poggies. And then the pink inlay, like, colored hood, I think is such a nice touch, by the way. Anyway, enough tooting my own horn on how good this hoodie looks that I designed. But that's I think that's gonna be it for the celebration. We'll probably be back to normal streaming, just as is. But either way, thank you so much for everything. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have people who subscribed and watched and helped out and did all of this amazing stuff. So that's one of the main reasons why I have this hoodie so cheap. I make, I think, like 50 cents per hoodie sold, but I just think that it's like, if you wanted one or you wanted like Joltte merch or something, I wanted to be as cheap as possible for you, because you've done enough work trying to help me out watching everything. So thank you so much for everything you guys do, sticking around. We're gonna get you those emotes that you can spam to your heart's content. If you're a member, of course, you have to be a member in order to do that, which is $4.99 a month. Same as a Twitch subscription, except I'm not on Twitch. I'm in fact a YouTube person. But yeah, so bye-bye. Catch ya on the flip side.